Okay, your name and your character's name from the film.
Juan Francisco Villa playing Carlos.
Excellent. And can you tell me about your relationship with Taryn in the film?
Yeah, I am sort of like I look at myself as like sort of camp counselor of the rehab center. And I see Taryn when she's brought in, and I just make a beeline for her because she seems like someone that I see in myself, like I recognize something about her that makes me go, oh, I know that person, and I just make it a mission to spend time with her and make sure that she is taking care of herself and honoring herself, and that she sees the potential in her, or the beauty in her that I see in her.
Excellent. And now, given the subject matter of the film, handling depression, suicide, and all that, do you have any personal relations? What drew you to the story?
Yeah, no, it's both my parents are Colombian, and something like depression is something that's not talked about within the Colombian American community, but definitely just Latinos, Latinas, Latinx. It's frowned upon. It's people are ashamed of it, and it's something that I dealt with after college. So like my mid-20s, or Saturn Returns, the infamous Saturn Returns, which is when a lot of artists, people, they like Hendrix, Joplin, Winehouse, Morrison, there are people between 26 and 28 where suicide happens. And that was definitely a dark period in my life, and I was living in Chicago, and there were some things that I accepted about myself and about my family and what I grew up around, the experiences I had that I had never processed. And it all came to a head then. And it's been a consistent journey. As an artist, I think you gotta learn, you gotta accept the dark side of yourself, and whatever environment you grew up in, and learn how to not judge it, not be ashamed of it. And it's still something I deal with. It's pretty constant, and it's learning to ride the wave with it.
Absolutely.
To have faith that you won't stay there, that it just keep going, and little by little things will shift.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. Love that answer. How did you hear about this film? How did you get associated with Jen? Is there kind of a history there?
Yeah, Jen and I kind of barely missed each other in New York and in Chicago especially. But we were like circles that were sort of orbiting each other. And then I did a play with Heidi Azaro in New York City about 12 years ago. And Heidi recommended me to Jen because they knew each other, they were friends. And I had first gotten, and then like last year, she had reached out around this time last year. And so I had a bunch of auditions through December.
Nice. Okay. And I guess in closing, is there anything you would want to leave the audience with, any message or anything?
Yeah, it's just
that I'm the best producer around
ever.
ever.
It's exactly what I want everyone to have. Is that Jen Scott is the best producer.
I feed you well.
But it's just like just I don't know, respect for others. You don't know what journey they're going through. Empathy, compassion. I think nowadays, here we are in 2019, and it's been a challenging time for this country and around the world, but especially here. And I think we forget all the good that's happening out there, and I think that includes us individually. Yes, there have been some horrible things that have happened. Just make time for people, be present as possible, and hopefully it's reciprocated. But we're not responsible for that, and just I don't know, just finding some of the beauties in life. Sometimes it is the dark stuff, and stay connected with folks. It can be a pretty isolating life. This industry, especially, can be isolating, and just try to have some type of communication with folks. And sometimes that generosity you give to others helps you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
And hopefully, again, it comes back around.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah. All right.